Good morning, students. Introduction and General Principles of Angiosperm Phylogeny. Today we will discuss about angiosperms and General Principles of Angiosperm Phylogeny. What are angiosperms? Angiosperms form distinct group of seed plants sharing a unique combination of characters. The important characters include carpels, including enclosing the ovules, pollen grains germinating on the stigma, sieve tubes with the companion cells, double fertilization resulting in triploid endosperm, and highly reduced male and female gametophytes. The angiosperms also have vessels. The angiosperm flower typically is a hermaphrodite structure with carpels surrounded by stamens and the latter by petals and sepals since insect pollination prevails. These are distinguishing characters of angiosperms. Now, there may be individual exceptions to most of these characters. Vessels are absent in some angiosperms, like members of family Venteraceae, which is a primitive family, and some gymnosperms have vessels, like members of order Nettales. The flowers are unisexual without perianth in several amentiferae, which also exhibit anemophily. So these are certain exceptions. Angiosperms have the greatest number of plant species, over 3 lakhs species inhabiting the earth. They include annuals, perennials, herbs, shrubs, and trees, ranging from very small to gigantic sizes. There exist parasitic, epiphytic, saprophytic, and even insectivorous species among angiosperms. Now, general principles of angiosperm phylogeny. According to Thorney, the botanist working on phylogeny faced three major problems: incomplete and inadequate fossil records, prevalence of convergent evolution, and vast modifications in the structure of these plants. However, in spite of the meager fossil records of angiosperms, the available fossil data and some other characters indicate definite trend in their phylogeny. On the basis of the studies of the comparative morphology and paleobotany, B.Sc. 1915 presented some guiding principles of angiosperm phylogeny. These principles were called by B.Sc as dicta. In the light of modern discoveries, these Bayesian principles were modified by several phylogenists, including Cronquist, Takhtajan, Hutchinson, and Thorney, etc. Here, under mentioned are some of the modified Bayesian principles which are commonly used in the Angiosperm phylogeny. Usually, the woody plants have preceded the herbs, climbers, and vines. Annuals have been derived from both biennials and perennials, and biennials have developed from perennials. So, annuals are advanced and perennials are primitive. Terrestrial habitat preceded the aquatic or epiphytic habitat. Dicotyledons are more primitive than monocotyledons. Alternate leaves are primitive, while opposite or whorled leaves are advanced. Simple leaves preceded compound leaves. Bisexual flowers are primitive, while unisexual flowers are advanced. Multi-layered flowers are primitive, while those with a few members are advanced. These all terms are self-explanatory, no need to explanation. Actinomorphic flowers preceded zygomorphic flowers. Free perianth parts are primitive in comparison to fused perianth parts. Flowers with petals preceded apetalous flowers or without petals. Many free stamens are primitive compared to a few or fused stamens. Hypogynous condition is primitive, while epigynous and perigynous conditions are derived. Apocarpus condition is primitive to the syncarpus condition. Pollens having one pore preceded those with two or more pores. Arylate seeds with a small embryo and well-developed endosperm are primitive. Then non-arylate seeds with the large embryo and ill-developed endosperm. Axile presentation is primitive, while free central presentation is derived. Capsule fruits preceded drupe or berry fruits. Single fruits preceded aggregate fruits. So, this is a small conversation, small, more or less small presentation about angiosperms and general principles of angiosperm phylogeny. Thank you.